I've been turned round, but I've never been lost. Seen the water get troubled, but we walked across. When my knees were shaking, you held my hand, turning my problems to a promised land. Lead on, good shepherd, I'll follow all my days. There ain't nothing sweeter than to watch you make a way. You've walked me through the valley, but you never steer me wrong. So lead on, good shepherd, lead on. Seen some mighty deep canyons that you brought me through. Seen some mighty big mountains that just up and moved. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Yeah, that's my song. Walking with my Father into the great unknown. Lead on, good shepherd, I'll follow all my days. There ain't nothing sweeter than to watch you make a way. You walk me through the valley, but you never steer me wrong. So lead on, good shepherd, lead on. Step by step, day by day, lead me on, Lord, I pray.
Good afternoon. How are we doing today? I'd like to welcome everyone to the Light Homeschool group, support group, graduation ceremony of 2024. For those that don't know me, my name is Robin Zwartz. My wife and I are president of the Light Homeschool group. And if you've never heard me here before, I'm going to let you into a little secret. This is my most favorite Light event. It is super exciting to get to watch these graduates and their parents, moms, run across the finish line after about 18 years, in most cases, of really, really hard but rewarding work. So before we get started, I would like to introduce the members of the Light Board that are here. I'm not sure that they're all here. Are the Mikeys here? There they are, if John and Leslie could stand. John and Leslie are the vice president and treasurer of the Light. I guess I should mention, if my wife could stand, my wife and I are, stay standing, I want everybody to see you. My wife and I are the president for just a little bit longer, if they'll have us. The Gallaghers, Jeremiah and Rachel Gallagher, serve as secretary. Paul and Rachel Dean are head of our outreach and event planning. and the Hudsons. Do I see the Hudsons? The Hudsons are our newest board member, and so those 5 families are leading the light right now. You guys may be seated, and they're doing an excellent job. So if you have any issues at all, skip me and go see one of them. So without further ado, I'm going to look at my notes. And that's why I have notes. Make sure I didn't forget anything. I did not. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce Leela Carter.
Up a pen and a page, and I started writing just what I'd say if we were face to face. I'd tell you just what you mean to me, tell you these simple truths. Be strong in the Lord and never give up hope. You're gonna do great things. His hand on you, so don't live life in fear. Forgive and forget, but don't forget why you're here. Take your time and pray. These are the words I would say. Last time we spoke, you said you were hurting, I felt your pain in my heart. I want to tell you that I keep on praying love will find you where you are. I know, 'cause I've already been there. So please hear these simple truths. Be strong in the Lord and never give up hope. You're gonna do great things. I already know God's got his hand on you, so don't live life in fear. Forgive and forget, but don't forget why you're here. Take your time and pray. These are the words I would say. From one simple life to another, hope. You're gonna do great things. I already know God's got his hand on you, so don't live life in fear. Forgive and forget, but don't forget why you're here. Take your time and pray. Thank God for each day. His love will find a way. These are the words I would say.
Thank you all for coming. I would like to thank my mom and dad for everything they've done for me. It's quite a bit. I'd like to thank my siblings. I don't know, we've always been really close, so they've always been there for me. And sorry, I'm crying because of nerves. I'd like to thank my grandparents. They've also done a lot for me. Isn't that crazy? Everyone in my life has just taught me so much and helped me be who I am. And even though it can be difficult sometimes, they have always loved me and helped me with that. So I'd like to thank you all. And then everyone else who came. It's really great to see. Yeah, that's it.
I'm going to award you with your diploma completion, and you can turn your tassel.
Ladies and gentlemen, Aiden Davey.
We couldn't turn around till we were upside down. I'll be the bad guy now, but no, I ain't too proud. I couldn't be there, even when I tried. You don't believe it. We do this every time. Seasons change and our love went cold. Feed the flame 'cause we can't let it go. Run away while we're running in circles. Run away, run away. I dare you to do something. I'm waiting on you again, so I don't take the blame. Run away while we're running in circles. Run away, run away, run away. Let go. I got a feeling that it's time to let go. I said so. I knew that this was doomed from the get-go. You thought that it was special, special, but it was just a sex door, and I still hear the echoes. I got a feeling that it's time to let it go, let it go. Seasons change and our love went cold. Feed the flame 'cause we can't let it go. Run away while we're running in circles. Run away, run away. I dare you to do something. I'm waiting on you again, so I don't take the blame. Run away while we're running in circles. Run away, run away, run away. Maybe you don't understand what I'm going through. It's only me. What you got to lose? Make up your mind. Tell me, what are you gonna do? It's only me. Let it go. Seasons change and our love went cold. Feed the flame 'cause we can't let it go. Run away while we're running in circles. Run away, run away. I dare you to do something. I'm waiting on you again, so I don't take the blame.
So I'm Rod Davey. I'm Aiden's father. This is Jamie Davey, his mother. I asked Aiden if he wanted to get up there and talk, and he was an absolute no. But I wanted to say a couple things. Number one, we're very grateful for the fact that we have the ability to homeschool our children. We're blessed. Everybody here is blessed to have that option. You know, laws, things out there that fight against this kind of thing, we're able to actually be blessed by the Lord to be able to do that still today. I want to show a lot of appreciation to his mother, who spent years not just schooling, driving him around, getting where he needed to go, field trips. I think field trips were a lot more often when you guys were well, y'all were both younger, but when he was younger for sure. Let me correct myself there. But with that being said, we're very proud. You invest a lot of time in your children, and you watch them grow to make the decisions that they do. So, very proud of you. Your mother and I'd like to award you with your high school diploma. And there's nothing on it, by the way, right? So, if you will, turn your tassel for us, please. Congratulations. Thank you, Sarah. Love you.
Love you too.
Taylon Dean.
It's like it was yesterday. I was praying for a miracle, scared to have a little hope. And now looking back today, seeing all the things you've done, I can't even add them up. 1, 2, 3, up to infinity. I'd run out of numbers before I could thank you for everything. God, I'm still counting my blessings, all that you've done in my life. The more that I look in the details, the more of your goodness I'll find. Father, on this side of heaven, I know that I'll run out of time, but I will keep counting my blessings, knowing I can't count that high. And I know that seasons never last forever, so God, I will remember all of the reasons my heart has to be grateful. All the times you've been faithful to me. God, I'm still counting my blessings, all that you've done in my life. The more that I look in the details, the more of your goodness I'll find. Father, on this side of heaven, I know that I'll run out of time, but I will keep counting my blessings, knowing I can't count that high.
There was a man who died for me, and Jesus was his name. J-E-S-U-S, 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 and Jesus was his name. Oh.
My reflection, and this was been messing. It's been messing with your mind. Someone stole your smile, now it's been a little while now. Happiness is hard to find, and everybody and the mother try to tell you what you're worth, what you're worth. When did you forget that the one who made you told you what you're worth? Repeat after me. I'm a bird bar, battle fought on my shame, long gone, made new child of the King. I'm an amen, testify, holy water baptized, wings out and came up clean. I'm a soul been saved by that amazing grace, and now there ain't no way, girl, can't take that away, girl. Don't should forget. Let the one who made you tell you what you're worth. And repeat after me. I'm a bird, ball, battle, fought on my shame, long gone, made new child of the king. I'm an amen, testify, holy water baptized, went down and came up clean. I'm a soul been saved by that amazing grace, and now there ain't no way, girl, can't take that away, girl. Don't forget you're free, it's who you made to be. Hey girl, I'm glad we had this talk now. Think we said it all now. But here's a little last advice. Live free, walk in victory, and repeat after me. I'm a bird, ball, battle, fought on my shame, long gone, made new child of the king. I'm an amen, testify, holy water baptized, went down and came up clean. I'm so been saved by that amazing.
All right, if I tried to do this off the cuff, it would go very bad. Probably will anyway, but sorry I'm sounding a little sickly, but we'll make it through. So, Taylor, we are incredibly honored to stand before you today to celebrate the graduation of our beloved daughter from Love Abounds Christian Academy. As parents, this moment is both joyous and reflective, filled with pride and gratitude. When we first embarked on this homeschooling journey, we were venturing into the unknown. Our daughter, our now brave 18-year-old, became our homeschool guinea pig. The pioneer in our family's educational experiment. She embraced this role with grace, patience, and a spirit of adventure. Her resilience and determination have been nothing short of inspiring. Through the years, despite having to navigate dyslexia, she has worked exceptionally hard to overcome the difficulties that come with that challenge, and has done so with grace and resilience. We are proud to say that she has accomplished all of the academic requirements needed to graduate. Her dedication to her studies, usually, and her unwavering faith have brought her to this remarkable milestone. Today, as we celebrate her achievements, we are reminded of her Papa George, her grandfather, my dad, who passed away several years ago. Papa George was a guiding light in her life, a source of wisdom and love. Before he left us, he asked us that we give her a special gift from him to her. Talon, as you know, the Bible, God's word to his children, were of vital importance to him, and therefore a perfect symbol of his faith and the legacy he wished to pass on. He, along with us, hope this Bible will be your constant companion, a source of strength and guidance, especially during the challenging times. Our daughter's journey has been a testament to her character, shaped by the values and lessons instilled by her family, faith, and perseverance. She has grown into a remarkable young woman, ready to take on the world with the same courage and conviction that carried her through her homeschooling years. We love you, Taylor. As parents, we couldn't be prouder of the person she has become. We look forward to witnessing the incredible future she will undoubtedly create. To our daughter, congratulations on this significant achievement. We love you and are so very proud of you. Here's your diploma, and please turn your tassel over. Up and over. There you go.
Mallory Glasgow.
Slow down, you crazy child. You're so ambitious for a juvenile. But then if you're so smart, tell me, why are you still so afraid? Where's the fire? What's the hurry about? You better cool it off before you burn it out. You got so much to do and only so many hours in a day. Hey, but you know that when the truth is told, that you can get what you want or you can just get old. You're gonna kick off before you even get halfway through. Ooh, when will you realize Vienna waits for you? Slow down, you're doing fine. You can't be everything you wanna be before your time. Although it's so romantic on the borderline tonight, tonight. Too bad, but it's the life you lead. You're so ahead of yourself that you forgot what you need. Though you could see when you're wrong, you know you can't always see when you're right. You're right. You got your passion, you got your pride, but don't you know that only fools are satisfied? Dream on, but don't imagine they'll all come true. Ooh, when will you realize Vienna waits for you? Slow down, you crazy child, and take the phone off the hook and disappear for a while. It's alright, you can't afford to lose a day or two. Ooh, when will you realize Vienna waits for you? And you know that when the truth is told, that you can get what you want or you can just get old. You're gonna kick off before you even get halfway through. Ooh, why don't you realize Vienna waits for you? When will you realize Vienna waits for you?
Caden Parman.
Maybe it's up with the stars. Maybe it's under the sea. Maybe it's not very far. Maybe this is how it's supposed to be. Maybe this is how it's supposed to be. Maybe it's trapped in a jar. Something we've already seen. Maybe it's nowhere at all. Maybe this is how it's supposed to be. Maybe this is how it's supposed to be. Looking forward as we rewind. Looking back is a trap sometimes. Being here is so easy to do. If you want to, if you want to, if you want to, if you want to. talk of the town is about last night when the sun went down. Yeah, and the trees all dance and the warm wind blows in the same old sound. And the water below gives a gift to the sky, and the clouds give back every time they cry. Make the grass grow green beneath my toes, and if the sun comes out, I'll paint a picture all about the colors I've been dreaming of. The hours just don't seem enough to put it all together. Maybe it's as strange as it seems. And the trouble I find is that the trouble finds me. It's a part of my mind. It begins with a dream, and the feeling I get when I look and I see that this world is a puzzle. Find all of the pieces and put it all together, and then I'll rearrange it. I'll follow it forever and always be as strange as it seems.
What you making?
Water cookies?
Water cookies?
Crackers?
What flavor are these?
They're rosemary and sea salt.
Did you go to the store and buy rosemary?
No, who the heck does that?
I don't know, lots of people.
I'm not lots of people.
Where'd you get it?
My garden.
You grew that rosemary all by yourself?
Yeah. Why?
To say what's impossible, but they forgot. This world keeps spinning, and with each new day I can feel a change in everything. And as the surface breaks, reflections fade, but in some ways they remain the same. And as my mind begins to spread its wings, there's no stopping curiosity. I wanna turn the whole thing upside down. I'll find the things they say just can't be found. I'll share this love I find with everyone. We'll sing and dance to Mother Nature's songs. I don't want this feeling to go away. To say I can't do everything, well I can try. And as I roll along I begin to find things aren't always just what they seem. I wanna turn the whole thing upside down. I'll find the things they say just can't be found. I'll share this love I find with everyone. We'll sing and dance to Mother Nature's song. This world keeps spinning and there's no time to waste. Well, it all keeps spinning, spinning round and round and upside down. Who's to say what's impossible and can't be found? I don't want this feeling to go away. Please don't go away. Please don't go away. Please don't go away. Is this how it's supposed to be? Is this how it's supposed to be?
Well, Caden, we just want you to know how much we love you, how much we care about you, and are just so grateful for who you are. And honestly, we could not be more proud of who you are. We're grateful for the Lord's grace in your life and the gift that you have been to Mom and I, and not just us, but to our entire family. You are a wonderful son. You are a wonderful brother. And it has been a joy to see just how the Lord has shaped you and grown you over the years, maturing you into the man that you are today. And so as you move into the next season of your life, please know that we will always be there to support you and to encourage you to glorify the Lord in whatever you do. And we know that whatever that is, you are going to be excellent at it, because that's how the Lord has made you to be. We love that about you. And so in light of all these things and what you have worked so hard to complete, it's our privilege to present you with this diploma in recognition of completing the requirements for graduation. And we love you very much. You can move your tassel.
Lewis Smith.
Lewis Bradley Smith was born on January 25th, 2006. He was always a very happy and content little boy. In particular, he had two favorite things he wanted to do with his time: love on his mama and spend time with his daddy. The love that he would constantly pour out on his mama and his two sisters was a little window into his character that provided us a view from early on of his tender and compassionate heart that God gave him. As you will see later on in this slideshow, that virtue of compassion would be a major factor in the direction he would go in life. As for spending time with Dad, we did a lot of fishing, hunting, camping, and other outdoor activities. It is no surprise to me that my hobbies would also become his hobbies as he grew older. I was often busy working, so for us to spend time together, he would just be there with me, watching and mimicking my activities. He grew up with the concept that hard work was just normal. It was not long before he started surprising me with his capabilities that he had picked up simply through observation. At a young age, he began to help me with tasks not only around the house, but also installing and repairing air conditioning systems. We used these opportunities as a part of his education to teach him vocational skills. He became proficient with a variety of skills in woodworking, metalworking, welding, vehicle mechanics, and electrical work. By age 16, if it was broke, he could fix it. If it didn't exist and you needed it, he could build it. And if he had a motor in it, he could repair it, drive it, or operate it. One activity that he took to early on and would become a passion of his was jiu-jitsu. On his request to do some sort of martial arts, we put all three of the kids in jiu-jitsu class when Lewis was age 6. We didn't know at the time it would become such a huge part of his life and that he would become so dedicated to the art. He excelled in it and continues to do so to this day. The dedication and commitment he has had for jiu-jitsu over the last 12 years has made Lewis a very disciplined, strong, and confident young man. The physical fitness and confidence that he developed in jiu-jitsu, combined with good work ethic, the variety of vocational skills, and his compassionate character, are all reasons that firefighter is a perfect fit for him as a career choice. In his early teenage years, he would often ask me what he should do when he grew up, and was always concerned that he didn't know what he should do. But when he tried the firefighter academy at OSU OKC, it became very clear that this is what he wanted to do. He would wake up every morning at 6 a.m. excited and couldn't wait to get there and start PT for the day, doing hundreds of sit-ups and push-ups, running up and down countless stairs carrying sandbags. The harder it was, the more he liked it, because he knew it brought him closer to what he had finally discovered he was meant to do. It made me so happy to see him excited about becoming a firefighter. I know he will positively affect the lives of so many people in his career, and I couldn't be more proud of what he has accomplished and the man he has become. May the Lord bless him and keep him all of his days.
Hi, Lewis. We're so proud that you got to this day. We love you, and we love to see who you've become and what all you have accomplished. Your tender love for the Lord has always been very clear. Your faithful love for the Lord and for people has also been clear, and to make others laugh. You love to make people laugh. May the Lord bless your service in the fire department, but hoping we never need your assistance. But if we do, we'd be happy to see you. We love you. Congratulations.
I only had one job. proud of you.
Congratulations, son.
Thank you.
Move your tassel.
Gabe Stecker.
Drifting beneath the horizon. Body's weak, but I'm trying to make it to shore. But I'm falling short. I need you more. Wave after wave, I've been sinking. So unto your promise, I'm clinging. You say that I'm strong. To you, I belong. Keep holding on. You are my anchor. So steady me now. You are my anchor. You're keeping my feet on the ground. In angry oceans, you've never broken through every wave of the storm. You are my anchor. So steady me now. Come steady me now. When I get tired of fighting all of the fears I've been hiding, you gave me a breath and tell me to rest. You never left. I can hear you calling me by name, pulling me up from under my shame. Never be the same. I can face anything, so let it rain. You are my anchor. So steady me now. You are my anchor. You're keeping my feet on the ground. In angry oceans, you've never broken through every wave of the storm. You are my anchor. So steady me now. Come steady me now. Don't let go. I don't wanna do this alone. Don't let go. I know that I'll drown on my own. You are my anchor. So steady me now. Don't wanna do this alone. You're keeping my feet on the ground. Drown over angry oceans. You've never broken through every wave of the storm. You are my anchor. So steady me now. Come steady me now.
So it's hard to believe that we're finally at this point. As your mom and I look back over the last 18 years, it's been some really quick days and some really slow days over this journey that we've had together. But as you're graduating today and as you completed the Fire Academy and as you're been a part of the Delayed Enlistment Program of the Marine Corps, you are ready to start your future as a firefighter, as a Marine. as a young man going into the world that God's laid out before you. Today, I think we'd just like to focus on a few things. Your determination and your perseverance have borne fruit in your life to get you to this point. And while you may not realize it with all the things that go on in life, what your mom and I see is that who you are is why you're here today. And so who are you? What makes you unique that it comes out as a Marine and a firefighter and all the characteristics that you display and who you are as a person? First and foremost, when you think about being a Marine, it's semper fidelis, semper fi, always faithful. You've always been present and faithful to your Lord first, to your family. You're always seeking to do the right thing for other people, for your brothers and your sister.
So, as Dad said, firefighters and Marines are both determined, and you are a determined person. And as you've told us in the past, the Marines have a nickname given to them by the Germans, the Devil Dogs, during World War I, because of their vicious determination. And you've always shown that fierce determination in your life to accomplish your goals and overcome your fears. You know this is coming, except for spiders and scorpions. Then you might scream like a girl or burn the house down. Both firefighters and Marines have to care for others over and above themselves. From the time were little, you've shown this quality. When you were just a year old and barely walking, you'd follow me to the bathroom as I was having morning sickness with Trinity. Make sure I was okay. And as you grew, you were always making sure everyone around us was involved in the activities, not wanting anyone to be left out. As a teen, you've grown into a young man, making sure that your family is safe during the storms, calling us to make sure we're in the shelter, and responding to the fire station calls to help those in the community get the help they need.
And your generosity shines through in everything that you do. You're always trying to find ways to help and support people. You offer rides to your Fire Explorer friends, give money when you can, buy a meal if somebody needs it. I remember even coming home from the Y and saying, I hate to tell you, but I picked up a dad and his son on my way to the Y this morning because it was cold and they looked like they needed help. And that was 4:30 in the morning on your way to work. And that just characterizes who you are.
So over the years, Gabe, it's been a joy watching you grow into who you are. Remembering back to when you were first born and we were just first-time parents, and all the hopes and dreams and the fears that we had bundled up in you in this tiny little package. And just as all new parents, we wondered who you would become as God's path unfolded for you.
But over the last 18 years, we've had the privilege of watching that package unwrap. It's been a joy, and all the qualities that you are today and everything that, I'm sure every parent went through this. We have hundreds and thousands of pictures, not hundreds and thousands, but just trying to find things that characterized you. But who you are, choosing to be Marine and firefighter, I think the reason why you chose those careers as things that were part of what you would like to do is because that's who you are. And I think that no matter what happens in your life, what twists and turns it takes, it's the character of who you are and who God has made you as, that your mom and I see, that comes out in everything that you do. And so even though these are your things that you're planning on in your life, it's because of who you are. And that's what makes you so special.
So we're so thankful for who you are and how that's enriched our lives, our family's life over the last 18 years.
No, there we are. We believe in you. You have what it takes. You are a man that God has made you to be in this world. And we have every confidence because of him, of who you're going to be, because of who you are and who he has made you as. We believe you're going to do great things because of him, and we have every confidence in you, and we love you, and we thank you for 18 years and we hope we get to see so many more of God's character play out in the rest of your life and your decisions. Thank you. There it is, the diploma. You can turn your tassel. It's done. I'm going to get one of these too. Thank you.
Tyler Swope.
Tyler, you've always been such a joy. And I know life hasn't always been easy. Even this week we've struggled, even today. But I found this book that I wanted to read to you. It's called Far Flutterby by Karen Kingsbury. One day in the town of Better Than Brown, Cody the caterpillar crawled on the ground. Eating and inching his way through the day, his spirits were low and the heavens were gray. I wonder, he said, as he inched up a tree, if there's more to this life than just branches and leaves. Then right at that moment, a bird came along, Beulah bird with a beautiful song. I'm from the land of Far Flutterby, where God has good plans for his creatures to fly. These plans include you, so have faith and you'll see. Then Beulah bird flew off joyfully. Cody the caterpillar called as she left, "Come back here and tell me. Please don't make me guess. For what sort of plans could become or begin for a lowly land rover with prickly skin?" See, all around Cody the caterpillar ate. They ate and they ate, and they ate and they ate. "Boring," said Cody. "This life isn't grand. I need to find Far Flutterby, that great land." So he crawled up the tree and he squirmed to the top. And when he saw what he saw there made his wiggly heart stop. Then just as he glimpsed that remarkable place, a windy windstorm knocked him flat on his face. But when he looked up, Cody saw a great sight, a magnificent creature soaring in flight. "Who?" Cody asked, "and just what kind are you? Where did you come from, so pretty and new?" "My name," she exclaimed, "is Franny McFly. I come from the land of Far Flutterby, where brown becomes blue and yellow and gold, where life is a daydream that never grows old." "Further," said Franny, "you really should go. It's God's plan for you, and I think you should know. There's more to this life than crawling and eating, more to this life than sitting and sleeping. You need to be patient. You need to hold on. You'll find a way there." And with that, she was gone. Eager to travel to Far Flutterby, Cody needed some wings. He needed to fly. So he strapped on some leaves and he jumped all around. But his flight sent him spiraling back to the ground. There in a heap, he thought life can be tricky, upside down, sideways, pokey and prickly. Still he held on to hope because that's what he'd heard from Franny McFly and Beulah bird. "Okay," Cody said, "if there really are plans for me to find more than I have in this land, when will it happen and how will I know? 'Cause here I'm still boring, still wrinkly, still slow." But the very next day, Cody had a strange feeling. It made him feel dizzy and wobbly and reeling, spinning and spinning by sun and by moon, until he was wrapped in a sticky cocoon. He hung upside down in the shade of a leaf, and that's where he stayed for nearly 3 weeks. All hope was lost. He was downer than down, stuck there forever in better than brown. Until one sunny day he awoke with a start, and something shot straight through his wiggly heart. I can't give up hope. I have to believe. Cody shouted and shook from his head to his knees. Then he wriggled and squiggled and jiggled about, juggling and bugling for any way out. He was so very stuck. He was sweaty and sore, for nothing had ever been this hard before. But that's when poor Cody remembered the words of Fanny McFly and Beulah Lee Bird. God's plans are good, so have faith and you'll see. Then he struggled and struggled and finally broke free. Now something was different. The heavens were blue, and Cody's old body was bursting brand new. He stretched and he flexed, and he shook out the crinkles. He felt so much lighter without all the wrinkles. He looked round behind him, and there, of all things, were beautiful, bountiful, wondrous wings. Cody fluttered with his wings, and he flew off the ground, and in his flight took him high above better than brown. His struggle had placed him in far flutter by, and Cody was now a bright new butterfly. With colors of blue and yellow and gold, Cody's wonderful life now would never grow old. For these were God's plans, just as good as the word of Franny McFly and Beulah Lee Bird. Cody called to his friends as he dipped and he soared, have faith through the hard times, believing in more. For there in this journey, and stuck in the sting, the struggle is what gives you wings.
Had a front row seat to the story of your life, every step that made you stronger, every fall that made you cry, every answered prayer, the fulfillment of a dream, every little disappointment, like when you weren't picked for the team. Everywhere you go, no matter what you do, I am forever and always proud of you. I can still see you small, playing in the sand. Then it seems I blinked and now I see you taller than I am, big enough to make mistakes like we're all prone to do. But no mistake could change the way I feel about you. Everywhere you go, no matter what you do, I am forever and always proud of you. Someday sooner than I'd like, you'll spread your wings and fly to somewhere I've never gone. Win or lose, hear my applause. I love you just because.
from Delightful Inheritance Academy. I grant this diploma. Congratulations. Let me flip your tassel.
Last but not least, Lola Zwartz.
You are so beautiful. To me, you are so beautiful. To me, can't you see? You're everything I hope for. You're everything I need. You are so beautiful to me. You are so beautiful. To me, you are so beautiful. To me, can't you see? You're everything I hope for. Everything I need. You are so beautiful to me.
Me so, little ones to him belong. They are weak, but he is strong. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. The Bible tells me so.
So, as the last graduate, I thought it would be good to send you off with some words. Unfortunately, I will not be performing Jesus Loves Me again. I'm sorry, I know a lot of you wish for it, but it's not happening. I can't do it any better than that. I'm so sorry. But before I do that, I would like to thank some of the people around me. First of all, my parents, obviously. I was not a good student. I'm not even going to say I'm not a great, I was not a good student. And they worked with me even through that and helped me cross the finish line. And I'd like to thank all those around me, besides just them, my grandparents, my aunts and uncles, my friends. It really does take a village. And I know that, just know that whatever part you had in my life, I am forever grateful that it's gotten to me to this point. So I will be performing 2 poems. I cannot pronounce his name, I'm so sorry, but it's from the book, The Prophet.
And the astronomer said to him, Master, what of time? And he answered, You would measure time, the measureless and the immeasurable. You would adjust your conduct and even direct the course of your spirit according to hours and seasons. Of time you would make a stream upon whose bank you would sit and watch its flowing. Yet the timeless in you is aware of life's timelessness and knows that yesterday is but today's memory and tomorrow is today's dream. And that which sings and contemplates in you is still dwelling within that first moment in which the stars were scattered into space. And who among you does not feel that his power to love is boundless? And yet who does not feel that very love, though boundless, encompassed within the center of his being, and moving not from love thought to love thought, nor from love deeds to other love deeds? And is not time, even as love is, undivided and paceless? But if in your thought you must measure time into seasons, let each season encircle all the other seasons, and let today embrace the past with remembrance and the future with longing. And then a woman said to him, Speak to us of joy and sorrow. And he answered, Your joy is your sorrow unmasked. And the selfsame well from which your laughter rises was oftentimes filled with your tears. And how else can it be? The deeper that sorrow carves into your being, the more joy you can contain. Is not the cup that holds your wine the very cup that was burned in the potter's oven? Is not the lute that soothes your soul the very wood that was hollowed with knives? When you are joyful, look deep into your heart, and you shall find that it is that which has given you sorrow, that is giving you joy. When you are sorrowful, look again in your heart, and you shall see that in truth you are weeping for that which has been your delight. Some of you say, Joy is greater than sorrow, and others, Nay, sorrow is the greater. But I say unto you, they are inseparable. Together they come, and remember that when one is with you at your board, that the other is asleep with you upon your bed. Verily you are suspended like scales between your sorrow and your joy. When the treasure keeper lifts you to weigh his gold and his silver, needs must your joy and your sorrow rise and fall. If my parents would join me up here. I've had the spotlight for long enough.
Insert joke about homeschool valedictorian here. For those keeping score at home, this is number 6. If you're paying attention, this is the first one that's a girl. So, as a father of 8 children, I can say it was very common to come home to children crying. However, when I had girls, that was the first time that I would ever come home and find someone crying, and no one in the house could tell me why. Not even their mother. This feels unfair. But I can say that getting the opportunity to be the father of a girl has been incredible. And you have been such a blessing to your mother and I. I can't say it enough.
Lola. When I was young, I began gathering names. I always wanted a big family, and I began gathering names for the children that I knew I would have, although I had to talk your dad into them.
And we disagreed.
Yeah.
We're only having 2 children.
We wound up with 8. But I began gathering names, and I had way more girl names than boy names because I wanted a lot of girls. Actually, at that time, I didn't really care if I had boys, to be honest, because I just wanted girls. I wanted to do girl things and dress up pretty and do hair. That's all I wanted to do. But God had other plans. And for a long time, he only blessed me with boys. And I loved my boys, and I loved that time with them. They filled our home with a beautiful chaos and excitement that I still treasure to this day. I loved every messy minute of it. And just when I had settled into the idea that I was going to be a boy mom, and I was totally cool with that, along came Lola and totally turned my world upside down. I could not believe it. And I was so blessed and so thrilled. And I dove in with both feet. And everything was pink and frilly. I mean, there was no other color in my world at that time. New dresses and hair bows for every occasion. It was like a theater performance every time we went out, with a new costume every time. And I finally got to explore my feminine side, and we did curls and new hairdos all the time. I absolutely loved it. I loved every girly pink moment of that as well. And it was obvious from very early on that your love language is time spent. And we actually did a test as you got older, when you got older, and we could actually do that, that time spent is your love language. You didn't care, you would play with toys, but you did not care about them. It actually was a struggle at Christmas time, what do you want for Christmas? I don't know. And I had never encountered a kid like that. All my other kids, they could come up with an exhaustive list that I could never fill, but you didn't know. And so you would actually come up with toys that your friends wanted to play with because you were happy to do whatever your friends were doing, and you just wanted to hang out with your friends. So they were playing with American Girl dolls and Legos and other things like that, and so that's what you put on your Christmas list so that you could play with your friends. And that is still such a precious aspect of your character, that you want to spend time with people, and that's what feeds your soul. I love that about you. You've always had a thirst for new experiences, and it's evidenced by the numerous hobbies that you pick up, and you can see it all over your room. I mean, you have so many things that you have picked up: jewelry making, sewing, painting and drawing. That's just to name a few.
And a few of them you've even completed.
She completes things. She completed this dress today, and she did that
in time.
In time, yes.
In time for the occasion.
She put the pattern. It was a handmade pattern. But I love that about you as well. You've never been hesitant to try new things, and every time you do, you give it all. You give everything your all, and you make new friends as you do it. Everywhere you go, you have such a vivacious personality that you pick up new friends everywhere you go. Your sweet and giving spirit has been a blessing to many. And I know this because I get reports from people. They whisper in my ear how much they appreciate you spending time with younger children, and people that might get overlooked, but you take the time to make them feel special. And that blesses me as a mom, and it blesses those people, and I really appreciate that about you. I pray that you will always approach life with the same excitement and openness that you've shown thus far in your life. I pray that you will always put Christ first. Lola, you are a gift to your daddy and I, and I know you will accomplish much. And I love you so much. And you are graduated.
Woo!
Parents, graduates, I want to thank you so much for allowing us to enjoy this very special day with all of you. Again, it is just such a blessing to be able to watch you guys run across this finish line. But as we all know, this is not the end. It's the beginning. And I'd like to leave you with one final word, maybe more than one. God is dead. This is what Friedrich Nietzsche said in the late 1800s. Now, Friedrich didn't say this in a vacuum. And so in the 1600s, the Enlightenment had come along, and there were some amazing things from the Enlightenment. There was a focus on reason, which I think has propelled us into some of the great technology that we see today. And I think God made reason. But during this time of focus on reason, there began to be the theory that maybe we didn't need God. And so in the beginning, it started going towards deism. And so we saw the rise of deism. And you can even see that in some of our founding documents. Very few, 4 or 5 of the founding fathers of the United States of America had deist tendencies. And so deists had kind of got to the point where it's like, yeah, there's a God, but he's kind of distant, and he kind of made this thing like a clock, and he's just letting it run. And that was the 1700s, again, coming out of the Enlightenment. And then we get into the 1800s, and Darwin comes along and drops the origin of the species and starts talking about materialism and basically tries to make a case that we don't need God at all. And it was in this atmosphere that Friedrich Nietzsche, basically looking out at the culture that was coming upon us then, he said, and I'll give you the complete quote, God is dead, God remains dead, and we have killed him. Nietzsche was not celebrating the death of God. Nietzsche was pointing to the dangers of a godless culture. In this time, in the late 1800s, no less, Nietzsche predicted 3 things. The first would be the rise of nihilism. The second would be the rise of totalitarianism. He actually predicted that probably communism was going to be the one that was successful, and he expected it would end up killing millions of people. This is in the late 1800s. The third thing that Nietzsche came up with was that we could come up with values ourselves. That we had to have a moral compass, and now that God was dead, we must invent one. And so today, we are living in the shadow of the Enlightenment's descent into deism, and then into naturalism and materialism, and finally nihilism. And so it's common. I mean, I grew up in the 80s, and the number of celebrities that either intentionally or accidentally killed themselves, it was just a thing. And it's not going away, because we're dealing in a culture that has no hope. It has no hope. So what are we to do? Well, fortunately, Jesus gave us a pretty straightforward 2-step solution. In Matthew 22, there's a story of a Pharisee approaching Jesus with this question: "Teacher, which command in the law is the greatest?" And he said to them, "Love your God. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind. This is the greatest and most important command. And the second is like it: love your neighbor as yourself." All the law and the prophets depend upon these 2 commands. So this isn't just a checkbox to say, I'm okay. If I do these things, I get to go to heaven. These 2 commands are the source of a life rich in meaning and purpose. Don't listen to this culture's this siren call of a life built around self-gratification. But instead, sacrifice yourself to your God, your future mate, your children, your family, your church, your community. In these sacrifices, you will find a life worth living. And as a bonus, a life lived in this way will point this godless culture that we're in back to the one truth. So as you guys leave here today and you transition out of your parents' home, eventually, into young adulthood, legal adults, I exhort you to let the love of God and your neighbor direct your path. And in this way, let your light shine before men, so that they may see your good works and give glory to your Father in heaven. Bow your heads with me. Lord God, we give you glory and honor. I thank you for these graduates here today and the hope and potential that they represent, the power that they have in living good, godly lives, and the power that that could have on our culture, the change agent that they can be as they become Marines and firefighters, moms and dads. Lord God, I ask that you would allow them to keep their eyes focused on you and others and not focused on themselves. Bless them, keep them. We give you all the glory. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my absolute honor to present to you the 2024 Light graduating class.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. All through my city, all through my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine.
Once again, I'd like to thank you for joining us for this 2024 graduation ceremony. If you guys will notice this door right here, right outside this door is the restrooms. If you hang a right, there is the fellowship hall. All of the graduates have tables set up there. There's refreshments there. We'd love for you guys to join us and congratulate these graduates one more time. Thanks again.
So just dance, 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 come on. Ooh, it's something magical. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's rushing on. I don't need no reason, don't be control. I fly so high, no ceiling when I'm in my zone. Cause I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop. Under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you